Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into how you can automate your entire day using just 3 free tools. Let's get started. We all have those repetitive tasks that eat up time and mental energy. Imagine reclaiming that time and streamlining your workflows. It's not about complex coding or expensive software. It's about leveraging smart, accessible tools that are free. I've narrowed it down to 3 core services that offer the best bang for your buck, or in this case, no buck at all. Each one tackles automation from a slightly different angle, but together they can create a powerful system for handling a lot of the digital heavy lifting you might be doing manually right now. We're talking about everything from managing your schedule to syncing your files and even keeping your social media updated. The goal here is to show you not just what these tools are, but how you can practically integrate them into your daily routine. We'll walk through some specific use cases, explore the setup process, and highlight the key benefits you can expect. By the end of this, you should have a solid understanding of how IFTTT, Google Calendar, and Zapier can work for you. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore how to make your tech work harder so you don't have to. Alright, first up is IFTTT, which stands for If This Then That. It's a service designed to connect different apps, services, and smart home devices in a cause and effect relationship. Think of it as creating simple automated recipes. If a specific thing happens in one service, then an action automatically occurs in another service, that. The way IFTTT works is through these things called applets. You can either create your own or browse a massive library of pre-made applets created by other users and companies. This makes getting started incredibly easy because chances are someone has already thought of an automation you might find useful. The interface is clean and guiding you through the connection process for your various accounts is pretty intuitive. Let's talk about the if this part, the trigger. This could be anything from a new email arriving in your Gmail inbox, a specific hashtag being used on Twitter, the weather forecast changing, or even you entering or leaving a particular geographic location if you give it location access. The range of trigger services is quite extensive, covering social media, productivity tools, news outlets, and more. Then comes the then that part, the action. Once your trigger condition is met, IFTTT executes a predefined action. This could be sending you a notification, adding an event to your calendar, saving a file to cloud storage, posting an update to a social media platform, or even turning on your smart lights. The beauty here is the cross-platform compatibility. Services that don't natively talk to each other can be bridged by IFTTT. A classic example is getting a daily weather report. You can set up an applet where the if is every day at 7 a.m. Then is send me a notification with today's weather forecast. Another practical use case is automatically saving email attachments. Imagine you get regular reports or invoices sent to your email. You can create an IFTTT applet. If I receive an email in Gmail from specific sender with an attachment, then save that attachment to a specific folder in my Google Drive. Setting these up is surprisingly user-friendly. You select your trigger service, authenticate it, define the specific trigger conditions, and then you select your action service. Authenticate that, and specify what you want it to do. IFTTT guides you through the available options for each service, making it hard to go wrong. The free plan for IFTTT allows you to create a certain number of custom applets, and for most personal automation needs, this is often more than enough to get significant value. They do have paid tiers for more advanced features or a higher number of applets, but the core functionality we're discussing here is readily available for free. Think about social media management. You can set up an applet so that every time you post a new photo on Instagram, IFTTT automatically shares it as a native photo on Twitter or saves it to a Dropbox folder. Beyond just productivity, IFTTT can also integrate with smart home devices. For example, if my Ring doorbell detects motion, then turn on my Philips Hue porch lights. The ecosystem of supported devices and services is constantly growing. What's really powerful is the ability to chain simple automations that collectively make a big difference. You might not need complex multi-step workflows for everything, and that's where IFTTT shines. It excels at these direct point A, point B automations that handle singular, repetitive tasks efficiently. The discovery aspect is also quite neat. Browsing through popular applets can give you ideas for automations you hadn't even considered. One thing to keep in mind is that IFTTT relies on the APIs of the services it connects. For the most part, it's a set it and forget it kind of tool once you have your applets configured. Next up, let's talk about a tool that many of us probably already use, but perhaps not to its full automation potential: Google Calendar. It's more than just a digital datebook. It's a powerful platform for scheduling, managing reminders, and structuring your entire day. The most basic automation in Google Calendar is setting reminders for your events. You can set multiple reminders: an email a day before, a notification an hour before, another one 15 minutes before, ensuring you're adequately prepared. Recurring events are another simple yet incredibly effective automation. Got a weekly team meeting, a monthly bill payment, or a daily workout session? Set it up once as a recurring event and Google Calendar will automatically populate your schedule indefinitely. Beyond Simple events, Google Calendar's goals feature available on mobile is a neat piece of automation. You could tell it you want to exercise 3 times a week or practice guitar for 30 minutes daily, and Calendar will intelligently find time in your schedule for these activities. Then, there's the integration with Gmail. If you receive an email with flight, hotel, or event reservations, Google Calendar can often automatically create an event for it, pulling in all the relevant details. Sharing calendars is also a form of collaborative automation. Share your work calendar with your team or your personal calendar with family. This way, everyone is aware of each other's availability, making scheduling events much easier. Use calendars for different aspects of your life. For example, work, personal projects, fitness, and color coding them can also automate your visual organization. Consider time blocking. By proactively scheduling blocks of time for specific tasks or types of work directly in Google Calendar, focus work, email, catch-up, project X, you're essentially automating your focus for those periods. Google Calendar also plays nicely with many third-party apps. For instance, scheduling tools like Calendly can integrate directly, allowing others to book meetings with you based on your Google Calendar availability. Don't underestimate the power of the description and attachment features within Calendar events. For a meeting, you can attach the agenda or relevant documents directly to the event. You can also use Google Calendar to automate reminders for tasks that aren't strictly appointments. Create an all-day event for follow-up on X client or submit Y report and set a specific reminder time. For those who manage multiple time zones, Google Calendar handles this beautifully. You can display multiple time zones within your calendar view and schedule events in specific time zones. The search functionality within Google Calendar is also a lifesaver. Need to find when that meeting with Sarah about the Q3 budget happened? A quick search will pull it up. Think about using Google Calendar for personal routines too. Schedule your morning routine, your wind down time in the evening, or even meal prep. Another subtle automation is the out-of-office feature. When you set this, Calendar can automatically decline new and existing meetings during that period. Ultimately, Google Calendar, when used strategically, becomes the central hub for your time. 32. Now, for our third tool, we're stepping it up a notch in terms of complexity and power. Zapier. If IFTTT is for simple two-step automations, Zapier is for creating more intricate multi-step workflows, often referred to as zaps. It connects thousands of web apps and is particularly strong for business and productivity-focused automations. The core concept is similar to IFTTT. A trigger in one app initiates one or more actions in other apps. However, Zapier allows for more conditions, filters, and a longer chain of actions within a single zap. This means you can build some seriously sophisticated automated processes. The free plan for Zapier offers a good starting point, allowing a certain number of zaps and tasks per month. Let's take a common business scenario, lead management. Imagine you have a contact form on your website or a lead generation form from a Facebook ad. With Zapier, you can create a zap. When a new form submission is received, trigger. Then add that lead as a contact in my CRM, action 1. Then send a personalized welcome email to the lead, action 2. And then notify my sales team in Slack, action 3. This multi-step capability is where Zapier truly shines. It's not just connecting two dots, it's orchestrating a sequence. Each step can pass data to the next, allowing for dynamic and customized actions. For example, the welcome email can pull the lead's name from the form submission to personalize the greeting. Another powerful is content distribution. Let's say you publish a new blog post on your WordPress site. A zap can be configured so that when a new blog post is published, trigger, then share a link to the post on Twitter, action 1, on your Facebook page, action 2, and then add a task to your project management tool to promote it further, action 3. Zapier's interface is a bit more detailed than IFTTT's, reflecting its greater capabilities. It's still very visual and guides you through setting up triggers and actions. You map fields from one app to another, telling Zapier exactly what information to use and where to put it. The range of apps Zapier supports is truly impressive, covering everything from email marketing platforms and CRMs to project management tools, e-commerce platforms, databases, and social media. Zapier also offers built-in tools to manipulate data within a zap. For instance, you can use a formatter step to change date formats, capitalize text, or perform simple calculations before passing the data to the next action. Filters are another key feature. You can add a filter step to a zap so that it only proceeds if certain conditions are met. For example, in the lead management zap, you could add a filter. Only continue if the lead's email address contains a business domain, not gmail.com or outlook.com. While the free plan has limitations, zaps run every 15 minutes, fewer multi-step zaps, limited number of tasks. It's still incredibly valuable for automating core processes. As your needs grow, the paid plans unlock faster updates, more complex apps, and access to premium apps. But you can achieve a lot without spending anything. Think about customer support. You could set up a zap when a new email is labeled urgent support in Gmail, trigger. Then create a new card in Trello on the urgent board, action 1, and send a notification to your support in Slack. For e-commerce businesses, Zapier can automate post-purchase workflows. When a new order is placed in Shopify, trigger. Then add the customer to a specific email list in MailChimp, action 1. Then create an invoice in QuickBooks, action 2. And then add a row developers to build quite complicated integrations that would have previously required custom coding. 33. And there you have it. 3 powerful, free tools to help you automate your day and boost your productivity. We've covered IFTT for those simple, direct connections, Google Calendar for mastering your schedule and reminders, and Zapier for orchestrating more complex, multi-step workflows across a vast array of applications. Each of these tools brings something unique to the table, but the real magic happens when you start to see how they can work together, or individually, to chip away at those manual tasks that consume your valuable time. The key takeaway here is that automation isn't just for big corporations or tech wizards. With free tools like these, anyone can start streamlining their digital life, reducing errors and freeing up mental space to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's getting a daily weather update, ensuring you never miss an important follow-up, or automatically managing new leads, the potential to improve efficiency is immense. I encourage you to pick one task you do regularly and see if one of these tools can automate it. Start small and build from there. Hopefully this overview has given you some solid ideas and the confidence to dive in and explore these platforms. The initial time investment in setting up these automations pays off many times over in the long run. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tech tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.